What's up? It's Chris from StonefoxMedia, and I hope everyone's having a blessed day. Now, if you saw my previous video with my reaction to Destiny 2, it was epic. I'm telling you, this game is looking pretty awesome. That's right, I'm playing Destiny. I'm playing Destiny 2 ASAP. As soon as it comes out, I'm definitely going to be playing the beta. Going to get my hands on that. But I want to tell you guys a little bit more details about what's going on in Destiny 2. Okay, we got a whole entire screen resolution frame rate thing that we have to talk about. This is a big deal. With PC, you're going to be able to play Destiny 2 just with whatever you want, basically. It's going to be 4K capable. It has an unlocked frame rate, all the kits and caboodles, all the boodles of kits. It has all of the kits and all of the boodles, and that is fantastic. When it comes to the consoles, they are going to be held back, and Scorpio is going to be held back as well. So it looks like Destiny 2 developers explain why it doesn't run on 60 frames per second on PlayStation 4 Pro. They said it's not enough power. I just bought it, and it's supposed to be powerful, but it's not powerful enough to run it at 60 frames a second. 60 frames a second. Why is it that hard? Well, they're going to actually explain that. So it looks like you can actually get 1080p 60 frames per second on the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 4 Pro. But if you want to play it on the PlayStation 4 Pro in 4K, you're going to be locked down to 30 frames per second. This is kind of sad. It's very sad to spend this much money on a new PlayStation 4 Pro only to have it still be too weak to do games that you actually want to play in 60 frames per second. But it does look like Mark Noteworthy did come out there and talk more about the PlayStation 4 Pro. He said, I'm going to wade into this. You and Mark Noteworthy can flesh this out. The PlayStation 4 Pro is super powerful, but it couldn't run our game at 60 frames per second. Our game has rich physics simulation where collision of players, networking, etc., and the like, it wouldn't run. It's not enough horsepower there. BUNGIE Luke Smith did explain that. It's not enough horsepower. It has no horsepower, and horses have power. And if it doesn't have enough, it can't run it. So it looks like Mark Noteworthy did come out there and he did explain that they were not able to achieve higher frame rates on the PlayStation 4 Pro. But he did say that there's tons of GPU in the PlayStation 4 Pro, and that's why we're doing it in 4K. So it's on the CPU side. Destiny simulation, like we have more AI, more monsters in an environment with physically simulated vehicles and characters, blah, 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 blah. But they also did say something that really caught my attention because they said, like 30 frames per second of fun is like coming around a corner and throwing a grenade, popping a guy in the head, and then you add like 5, 6, 700 other players in a public event. That's incredibly intensive for hardware. Let me read that again. 5, 6, 700 other players in a public event. Are they saying this public event is going to be open to everybody in Destiny all at the same time, regardless of where they are? They go to the same planet and you can see this many people? Can you really see 6, 700 people in a public event? Because that's a public event. If they did that, I can't even imagine that many people trying to take down a boss. It would be epic. He said it. He said it, so you better put 600, 700 people in this game. I'll probably be hanging out at public events with like hundreds of people. That would be awesome. It'd be like an army of people. That is fantastic. But they did say that Destiny is too resource intensive for 60 frames a second on PlayStation 4 Pro. But the Scorpio version will probably not have it because Bungie doesn't like Microsoft. And they wouldn't care if they had the Pro or not. They probably would not put this thing at 60 frames a second in 4K on Xbox Scorpio. And I can understand that. If they like Sony, and obviously we can see that they like Sony, why would they give Xbox Scorpio an advantage over Sony when they don't like Microsoft? They don't like them anymore. They're not friends. They don't hang out. They don't eat hot dogs on the weekends. They don't do it. So this is really good for PlayStation, really bad for Microsoft because you got this big hulking machine. You don't have any of the exclusive content that's coming into PlayStation 4. You won't have cross-save because they're not going to cross-save with you. They're going to do it on PC. This is making the Xbox Scorpio look kind of pointless right now. It looks kind of pointless. I know people don't want to hear that, but it's kind of the truth. Think of it. On a separate note, it does look like Destiny 2 rumors have kind of pointed a hint towards a new PlayStation 4 console. Now, this is something that I've been seeing since yesterday, just tiny little hints, and I keep seeing the same word that keep this tiny little phrase right here that keeps bothering me because when you actually read the articles and go through all the stuff that I've been going through lately, you can see that people have said Destiny 2 will not only be optimized for the PlayStation 4 Pro and Xbox Scorpio, but also the next PlayStation 4. The next PlayStation 4. And when I saw it yesterday, I was like, what? And then I saw it again today, twice, and I'm like, why do I keep hearing this next PlayStation 4? Could it be the PlayStation 5? I would hope so, because that's what the rumors that are floating around for E3 next month, that they're going to announce a PlayStation 5 and coming out in 2018. Could they do it? Yes. Is it smart? Probably. I have a hard time, because you're kind of stuck in the middle between having people have just bought a PlayStation 4 Pro and having original PlayStation 4s, and then you have a new PlayStation 5 just drop. It kind of just like smacks you in the face that you just wasted a bunch of money. I get it. It's annoying, but at the same time, can Sony really sit back and let Microsoft have this super powerful Xbox Scorpio and not do anything about it? That would be unwise as well, because people will be like, why aren't y'all doing anything? So the rumors are still floating around about the PlayStation 5 coming out, but I keep hearing this thing from even people on Bungie, the next PlayStation 4. Could it be another upgraded version of the PlayStation 4 Pro, or could it actually be a PlayStation 5? This is a big deal, everybody. So if they might have just hinted at a PlayStation 5 or at least a PlayStation 4 Pro upgrade. This is a big deal. This is a very big deal. So I wanted to let everybody know about that. So if you guys are super hype about Destiny, you're not alone. It is not September yet. It is not September yet, but it is all these useless months in between September. It's like, what are we even really doing in August? What do we really do in July except for the 4th of July and have fun and fireworks? Okay, you can keep July, but June, what do you even do in June? Don't really need June. We just get rid of June. Please? Well, that's all the news I got for you guys right now. Like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook so you know as soon as my news becomes available. Thank you guys for watching. God bless, and I'll holler at y'all later.